Hi everybody, so a couple of videos ago I came out with kind of an announcement that I would no longer be at Liberty, and this video is kind of following up on that, and this is actually part of a video series that Michaela and I are doing. If you remember Michaela, we've done a couple of videos in the past together, different restaurant reviews, question and answers about Liberty University, and stuff like that. And this is another one of those videos. But here's the thing, I'm no longer at Liberty University residentially. I am taking a couple credits online while I pursue other opportunities back home, but that's where I'm at right now. So today I have my tips, tricks, and information on all things Liberty University online. So let's jump right into it. All right, time for some tips and tricks. Here we go. So I want to talk about the system that the online university uses versus residential. So residential goes on more of a semester system where when you sign up for classes, you're taking those classes all semester. So all 16 weeks, I believe, you're going to the same classes Monday, Wednesday, Friday, Tuesday, Thursday, or whatever your schedule looks like. Online, it utilizes more of a quarter system where you do classes every 8 weeks. I'm taking 12 credits online right now, but I'm taking only 6 right now in the first 8 weeks and then 6 at the end. So my course load is pretty light right now because it really only feels like I'm taking 2 classes, and that's how it'll feel all semester. So anyway, because of this, the reason they do this, I believe, I don't have a direct answer from Liberty on this, but I believe they do this just so that you can kind of break up your work and you're not rushing to get 4 classes done by Monday at 11:59 every week. I think one of the misconceptions that a lot of people get with online school is that it's almost not as valuable as being there residentially. Although it is different, I'm still paying money for online classes, and then in addition, I'm getting the same credits that I would be through school. So it's not a joke just because it's online. If anything, it's still extremely valuable, and you gotta work your way through it just like anything else. So you gotta put in the actual work. Although it's easier to manage online since they kind of do the quarter system, at the same time it's harder because most likely if you're doing online, you either have a family, you either have work, you either have other obligations that you have to do during the week, where when you're there residentially, you're there for school. So in some ways, it's very easy to just almost forget about the stuff that you have to do online. And if you go in with that mindset, it'll be really easy to turn in assignments late or at the last minute. And so at the same time, you do almost have to extra prioritize some of the classes, although the course load seems to me not as much as residentially. One big tip that I have if you're taking classes online is read the textbook. Like, I know it's one of those things that should almost go without saying, but I feel like because a lot of people don't take online classes seriously, they aren't reading the textbook. And because of that, if you just read the textbook, it'll make your life a lot easier when it comes to the tests, quizzes, and even just discussion boards. Everything you turn in is correlated with the Lynchburg campus, which is in the Eastern time zone. So on Blackboard, it might say 11:59, but if you are in the Central time zone, the Mountain time zone, Pacific time zone, or anywhere else on the globe, you'll need to compensate for what the time will be in Lynchburg, Virginia, which once again, Eastern time zone. So, for me, this is turning in the assignment an hour earlier than the scheduled due date than what it says on Blackboard. So I'm turning my assignments in at 10:59 rather than 11:59 because of the time difference. Here's another tip for you guys. Don't wait till the last minute to do your homework assignments. And I say it because of this. And even this goes for, I think, residentially as well, because residentially you're turning in a lot of your assignments online. But don't wait till the last minute. If your internet goes down and you miss that 11:59 deadline, that's on you. That's not on your internet connection. You can't go crying to your professor about that. Just turn it in on time. It's not that hard to do things a little bit sooner. In addition, if you have a Starbucks near you or a library, those are great places to get free internet if you don't have internet working at home or something like that. So making the transition online has been interesting for myself just because I've seen both residential and completely online. I had taken online classes while I was residential, but it's just different once you're back home. I'm in the state of Iowa right now rather than Virginia. Iowa's halfway across the country. It's just totally different. And kind of some big comparisons that I've come up with is there's no social life doing classes online, except for whatever you're doing in your regular life. You know, where college, there's almost this structure and almost expectation that you're going to be able to find friends. I mean, on campus, there's 15 to 18,000 students somewhere in the area, and you know, a lot of people are looking for friends that, you know, meet their expectations, you know, whatever. Everyone's looking for friends, where here, you know, if you only have friends from church, you're not going to get more friends usually from an online class. I'm not saying it can't happen. I guess, you know, things could get a little weird in the discussion boards, but for the most part, I've never looked at someone in the discussion boards and been like, wow, I want to find this guy on Facebook and add him. I've never done that. So one of the other things that I really do like about doing classes online is it allows you to do everything else at your own time. I'm doing all my classes on my own time when I want to do them, where when I'm doing them on campus, I have to schedule everything around my classes. That's no longer the case, and I just have my own freedom around doing the online classes. One of the big things that I've been blessed with is I've been blessed with great parents that have been able to help me through both residential and online for paying for all that. But one of the big things with going online is it does save a significant amount of money. For example, right now, for about the 12 credits right now that I'm taking, it's somewhere between like $5,000 and $6,000 for the semester, where, you know, on campus, you know, you're looking at, for the semester, you're probably looking at about $11,000. You're looking somewhere between $20,000 and $22,000 for the year. I don't know what that exact number is right now, but it is significantly more. So doing it online cuts things basically in half at least, if not more. Anyway, I say all this so that you can make an informed decision on what you want to do with college, whether that's go online, whether that's go residentially. Maybe you want to try a blended mixture of the both, which you can do if you go residentially. But that's just kind of my all-around experience with it so far, which isn't much. I'm sure I could probably go into more depth on this at a later point. Anyway, so Michaela is making part 2 to this video. And she'll be dropping that video here probably the next month or so. That will be in the description when it comes out. I don't believe it's out yet. So yeah, also ask me any questions you want about Liberty. Throw it in the comments below. I know a lot of you guys, a lot of my audience is here for that type of stuff. So just drop that below. Thank you, everybody. Give me a sub if this was informative, and I will see you guys later.